Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements. And in this video we are going to be reviewing Jumper, which is a science fiction action adventure film that was based on the novel of the same name by Steven Gould. Now this was a really ambitious film that was filmed across 20 cities in 14 countries. Now whilst it was a little bit rushed and it should have had a longer runtime and it could have done with a better script as well, I thought it was thoroughly enjoyable and was trying to build a franchise with really great names and really didn't deserve to get as badly crucified as it did, and I'm going to be breaking all of the reasons why I think it's actually a great movie in this movie review. So from a storyline point of view, we learn about the origin storyline of lead character David Rice in terms of how he learns the ability to teleport / jump and how he uses this to rob a bank and to run away. We then catch up with this character years later where he's living a really lavish lifestyle and gets tracked down by a group of paladins who are a bit of a hate group and want to kill all jumpers. He then returns to his hometown and reunites with his high school crush and goes on a really fast-paced, amazing international adventure where he truly has to fight for his life, learn more about the Jumpers and Paladins' history, and partner up with another Jumper to try and defeat all of the Paladins. So it was actually really jam-packed, really fast-paced, super exhilarating, really exciting. And like I said, it was just such a shame that the movie didn't do better, because from a storyline point of view, it was actually pretty awesome. So from a cast and characters point of view, Jumper actually has a brilliant cast associated with it, and they play all of their characters really well, so let's break them down. So first up we have Hayden Christensen, who plays the lead character, David Rice, and great casting. He embodies this role really well, carries the film really well as well, and he just plays the character in a really cool, suave, smart, yet inquisitive way. He does a really good job in all of the action sequences, and I thought the Max Thieriot casting was a brilliant decision in terms of playing a younger Hayden Christensen, as the two of them really do look like a younger and older version. And obviously Hayden Christensen took over the role from Tom Sturridge, who was the original choice for David Rice, as obviously Hayden was coming fresh off the set from playing Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader in the Star Wars series. Next up we have Rachel Bilson, who was playing the Millie character. She was David's high school crush, and she was chosen over Teresa Palmer due to her fame from the OC. This character was a little bit moany at certain points, but brilliant chemistry between these two actors. Obviously they then went on to date and get engaged in real life. And like I said, Rachel Bilson was obviously having a lot of fame and star power from the OC series and was also going to become a Jumper herself in the next installment. Next up we have Samuel L. Jackson, who is playing the character of Roland, who is the leader of all of the Paladins and a really deadly and formidable foe, especially against a David Rice character who is relatively new in terms of being a Jumper himself. And obviously the Roland character knows everything about Jumpers, how to use their jumping powers against them and how to kind of stop them and defeat them once and for all, and has destroyed and killed loads of Jumpers himself. So it was truly a force to be reckoned with, and I absolutely love the fact that obviously this actor was playing the Mace Windu character and obviously Hayden Christensen was playing Anakin Skywalker, and so this rivalry is somewhat continued in this movie. Next up we have Jamie Bell, who is playing the Griffin character. He is somebody who befriends David, kind of teaches him all about the history between the Jumpers and the Paladins, helps him to survive in certain situations. He kills Paladins himself and even has a whole game dedicated to his particular storyline, and seeing how his perspective really does cross over with the David Rice character. And I think it's really funny in this movie, he looks so much similar to the Tom Holland actor. Next up we have Diane Lane, who is playing David's mother, and you find out a lot more about why David Lane's character left David at a very young age. And then finally we also have a cameo appearance from Kristen Stewart herself. So from a cast and characters point of view overall, brilliant names associated with this movie, and like I keep saying, it's just such a crying shame that it did not get continued. So from a visuals point of view, Jumper is honestly outstanding. It had a really high budget and it really does show, as all of the sequences look so good. All of the fighting sequences look absolutely brilliant. All of the jumping, they use teleportation so much in this movie, even in little sequences / bigger, more elaborate sequences. All of those look really cool. Like I said earlier on, there's loads of traveling in this movie as well, and you go to really nice places and you're really immersed in those places. It's not like a blink and you missed it kind of visit. They really do explore certain areas, especially Italy, in a lot of detail, and you really do feel like you're in Rome and in the Colosseum with all of these different characters. It was revealed that there were loads of different storyboards and that loads of different people were doing all of the storyboards, and so at some points it does feel a little bit disjointed, but that being said, at least from a cinematography point of view, Jumper is absolutely incredible. So from a comparison point of view, whilst I think Jumper is an absolutely awesome movie, I think there's definitely other films out there that you can definitely compare it to, such as Looper, Wanted, I Am Number 4, Bloodshot, Push. You know, whilst it is a very unique execution, there are other movies within this genre that you can relate it to, but I still do think that it should have at least got a sequel. So overall, I'm sure you can tell, I actually really enjoyed Jumper. I thought it was a really, really cool movie. I loved the visuals, brilliant casting. The storyline narrative was really, really exciting. I think it definitely could have built its own franchise. Sure, it definitely had its own problems in there, but it didn't deserve to have all of the hate and to be as slated as it was. And like I said, it really did deserve at least to have a sequel and to build a brilliant franchise. But nonetheless, I do still think it's definitely worth watching, and for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.